Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. It's May Meow Meow. Alright, so for today's video, I am going to discuss Microsoft Excel PMT Function. Alright, so what is PMT function? PMT is one of the financial functions in Microsoft Excel. So it calculates the payment for a loan based on constant payments and a constant interest rate. Let's discuss the syntax. PMT, rate, and per, PV, FV, type. PMT syntax is PMT, open parenthesis, rate, comma, and per, comma, PV, comma, FV, comma, type, close parenthesis. So the PMT function syntax has the following arguments. Rate is a required argument, and that is the interest rate for the loan. And per is also a required argument, and that's the total number of payments for the loan. PV, it's a required argument, and it is the present value or total amount that the series of future payments is worth now, also known as the principal amount. FV is actually optional, the future value or cash balance you want to attain after the last payment is made. Since this is a loan and the main goal for the focus or the future value is 0, but otherwise that can be, if it's not 0, then you may need to provide the value. And then type, it's also optional. It's the number 0 or 1 and indicates when payments are due. So 0 is at the end of the period and 1 is in the beginning of the period. Okay, so I'm going to demo this in the Microsoft Excel application. So this is our expected result, and this is where we're going to put in our formula. So let's do this. PMT. So we have rate. This is an annual interest rate, since we're looking for the monthly payment for a loan with terms specified in these values, in this range. Then the annual interest rate is 8%, and we need to convert it into months, so that's divided by 12. Next is the number of period. How many months do we need to pay for this particular loan? It's 10 months. Okay. And the present value or the principal amount that we need to pay is 10,000. And then for future value and type, we can omit it because we want to know the monthly payment for the loan at the end of the period. Or it's actually not specified, so meaning it at the end, because by default that is 0. And then we can just enter. So our expected value is $1,000.37 or $1,037.03. So it's correct. So it's enclosed in parentheses because it is denoting a negative value, because this is a payment. In accounting world, if we want to show a negative number, then you have to enclose it in parentheses. Okay, how about this one? The requirement is a monthly payment for a loan with terms specified as arguments, 8% interest rate, number of months, 10 months, and total amount of loan is 10,000, except that payments are due at the beginning of the period. So for here, it's at the beginning of the period. So this is our formula. So rate, it's 8%. We're going to divide it into 12 to convert it into months. And then we have our number of periods, that is 10 months. And our amount, our loan amount is $10,000. Then our future value is 0 because of course we want it paid after the terms, after the loan terms. And this is noted as 1 because 1 denotes at the beginning of the period, the beginning of our payment due schedule. Okay, and then just enter. And then we have the value $1,000 or $1,030.16. So our expected result is correct. And then here we have, so what's that? So for this one, we are going to compute the amount to save each month to have $50,000 at the end of 18 years. So at the end of 18 years. So how are we going to do that? So that's PMT. And then our rate is, this is annual interest. Of course, we want to know the amount monthly, so we'll have to divide it by 12. Then we'll get the number of period, which is 18, and that is 18 years. So we need to get the value in months. So we're going to multiply it by month, 12 months. And our next value is the present value. So we don't know the present value because we want to compute how much are we going to save each month if at the end of 18 years our target value is $50,000. So our future value is 50,000. Okay, and that is of course at the end of the period. So no need to explicitly enter 0. You can just skip it because by default it is 0. And then just, so it is $129.08. So we need to save $129.08 for $129.08 monthly for 18 years. For the duration of 18 years. Then at the end of 18 years, then we can have that $50,000. Okay, so that's how you use PMT. Let's make it in a table form, in this view, vertical view. So to better understand it, let's put it in this way, vertical. So we have the loan amount, the interest rate, and the terms in months. So this interest rate is also in months. So, well, actually, depending on what is stated, or depending on the constant value that you have on what is stated on the scenario. Okay, so for example, this one, I have 10,000 loan amount, principal amount. The interest rate is 8. So that's interest rate. This is or yearly. And terms in months, that's 10 months. So if you are to compute for PMT or our monthly payment, then that is our interest rate, which is 8% divided by 12. Because of course we need to get the monthly interest rate. So it's 8 divided by 12. And then the next one is to provide the number of period, which is in 10 months, and our present value, which is $10,000. So basically, our monthly payment is $1,037.03. Now, if, say for example, our loan amount and our interest rate is 20%, and that's in a span of 36 months. There. So that's how. So it is better to present it this way and use formula for us to be able to reuse the formula. So we can just input the constant values that we have, and automatically the monthly payment will be calculated by the system or by the formula. Okay, so that's it. So that's it for this video, PMT function in Microsoft Excel. Alright, so watch out for the next video. The next video will discuss further the FV, PV, NPER, and rate function in Microsoft Excel. If you've noticed, these are the arguments included in the PMT syntax. But we will discuss further what is FV, PV, NPER, and rate, and how they are used. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell. Might as well like this video, and I'll see you on my next video. Goodbye!